just getting set up here on November 8th. Cold, cold morning here in western New York. They were calling for some snow, some heavy snow through like 10 o'clock this morning. Right now it's stopped, but it was just coming down pretty good. So Dean and I decided to hunker down in this redneck for the morning. This is where my dad saw Jamario and Cully about a week ago. So you just never know what could happen out in this food plot. We're sitting right on our bottom, overlooking our whole sanctuary bedding area. So it's a great observation spot. It's also a great spot to be right now because you never know what buck is at our bottom right now, who could be bumping who around, and all it takes is one doe to get a little hungry and come up into this food plot and the big boy be behind her. But we're just grinding away. It gets to this point, you gotta just stay the course. We always get anxious right around now, especially we're midway through rut week. We haven't put buck down yet, and you just naturally you get anxious. But you have to stay the course, because over the last 3 years we've grinded it out, and Dean and I have always been successful up here in New York. Knock on wood. But we need to get one down with the archery tackle here during rut week, and it's tough because the age structure up here, and with us trying to manage these deer, it's right now there's not like one target buck that we're consistent on seeing and consistent on pursuing. So
looks like a buck. Little buck. Little buck?
Mm-hmm. But we just you gotta kind of just ride it out and realize that anything can happen. And it's a little bit of a weird feeling coming in here blind, really with we're not like targeting anything, and there's nice bucks on this property, don't get me wrong, but we're looking to up the age structure. So the hard part is, having to eat a tag, or know that, you may have to eat a tag in order to get to that point. But nonetheless, it's November 8th. We're in the woods. Anything could happen. We're gonna bank on that. Bigger window, but he's right behind this tree. It wasn't right there. What is it? What buck is that, dude? I don't know. It's a nice deer though. Dude, that's a nice buck. Maybe he is. He's going well. Mm-hmm. Or he's coming back to the left. He's going into the opening, see him? He's making a run. I think that's a good looking deer. Oh man, that's it's definitely I think he's a 9. Is she right below him now? No, she's way off to the right. No, she's in front of him. Oh, yeah. He's following her. Well, ask and you shall receive. Dean and I were just talking about wanting to at least see some horns, some good antler. And we just caught a glimpse of a shooter on the other hillside. Honestly, I was buggered up to see that. He's locked down on a doe. He was booting another buck that we named Buford off of her, and he made a couple rubs over there. We watched them for probably 15 or 20 minutes on the hillside, and they're not going very far. They're only a couple 100 yards away. I don't know if they would ever make it into this plot, but nonetheless, he's locked down on her in our bottom, and they're not going far. So however this morning ends up, we can always reposition and potentially have some fun this evening.
10 a.m. PB&J break. So good. It's been snowing for the last couple hours. Got two little ones bedded down over here. Haven't seen anything in a while. I could see some blue skies coming in. Honestly, I'd like to get out and get a warm up in. I'm cold.
Cold, freezing cold, but it's going to turn into a very good day to hunt, I think. We got to get back in there.
Yep.
Gotta go do a couple things, mess with the computer, maybe get an edit done, but we're going to try and get back in by like 12, 12:30, sit for the duration, because this should be good, real good. Well, we didn't expect to be back in this redneck this afternoon with how nice it is. The sky cleared up and it's still real chilly, but nonetheless, I think the precipitation has moved out. But tough for Dean and I not to come back in here. We went back and reviewed the footage, and there was at least 3 different bucks on this one doe. We have a doe on the hillside right now, and we haven't seen anything else with her yet. But she's moving around real. All these deer can't be far. They're right down in this thicket, and all it's gonna take is her to pop up and want to feed in this food plot. You just never know. We had one other spot we could have been on the other side in a stand. It's just tough to get into with knowing that they're right in our sanctuary right here. So we're gonna deal with being in a blind tonight. See if something pops up into this food plot.
Just saw our third buck of the night. Unfortunately, the does that were here went up to the top. Therefore, all three bucks have gone up top tonight.
The afternoon is absolutely beautiful, but 28 degrees.
There's a sound move again. They just spotted this buck again. I'm not sure if he's still laying or if he just got up, but down in there. Not a bad deer. Big 7-footer looks like. I think he's going right. That's probably like the mature bucks around here right now. No, he might not be real old. Real old. He looks like a good deer. But right now he's the boss, and I think he knows it. At least to this though, he's the boss. For now. Well, we're winding down here in western New York, November 8th. It was a good day, though. It was a good day. We ended up seeing that buck courting his doe around the bottom sanctuary. Probably watched him for a solid half hour down there. It was pretty cool. We saw another 8 to 10 deer, I would think. But now we get to go back. Tonight we are grilling loin. I'm so happy. It makes me so happy. We're putting loin on the grill. I don't know what else we're doing. We got garlic bread. I'm assuming some pasta, salad. But it is fresh loin from the hill. Slicky. Fresh. Very fresh. And I'm hungry right now. I'm hungry. I've had honestly, I had 3 sandwiches for lunch. We brought another one in. Bang. But I'm hungry. You know, sitting out in this cold weather takes it out of you. You gotta You gotta get that rolling back in your system. Get the energies rejuvenated, ready for tomorrow's all-day sit.